Hello and welcome to this video. Today we are going on a fun and exciting little excursion out of the house. We are going to visit Ebeltoft. Ebeltoft is a small town on Djursland. Djursland, I'll just show you where that is on my card here. Djursland is this part of Denmark, the nose here of Jutland, which kind of looks like a little leprechaun with a hat and eyes and nose and mouth. So this is where we're going. It's not too far from here. I live in Aarhus, right here underneath the nose. So let's just grab a hat and a warm coat and let's get going. And just before we go, let's just take a look outside of my bedroom window here, where we can actually see Djursland out there in the horizon. The beautiful half island with so much charm and so much beautiful nature. So now we are driving along the bay here. I just love the little car ride here to Djursland from Aarhus because there's so much beauty to see, and you can see the sun is really rising. I think it's going to be a very beautiful day. It is a bit cold because we are in December, but I'm sure we're gonna have a really good day after all. And on the way here, we're just going to stop at this little bay area. This is Kæløvig, where we find Kælø Slots ruin, castle ruin. This is Denmark's oldest castle ruin. It is more than 700 years old, and it is quite spectacular and interesting to go out and visit this little ruin, but we won't have time for this today because there is quite a long walk out there. But I promise that we will come back soon and take a closer look at this beautiful ruin. Djursland is an east-facing half-island in Kattegat with an area of approximately 1,419 square kilometers and approximately 80,000 inhabitants, located in the easternmost part of Jutland. Administratively, Djursland is divided into Norddjurs and Syddjurs, northern Djursland and southern Djursland. And the southern part is what we're going to visit today, where Ebeltoft is. And this is also the area that we call Mols. Mols nature is characterized by a unique and varied Ice Age landscape on Djursland, which is shaped by landscape types such as heath, grassland, and forests. Ebeltoft is one of Denmark's most popular holiday towns, especially in the summer, where you see a lot of tourists here. There aren't so many today, but that's always good. Many people know Ebeltoft for its cozy and narrow cobblestone streets, half-timbered houses, and beautiful nature, as well as swimming-friendly sandy beaches that surround Ebeltoft. Here you will find many idyllic places that invite you to relax, enjoy cultural experiences, and holiday or weekend activities. The area has the perfect conditions for water activities and sailing, and Molsbjerge, Mols Mountains, not real mountains, but that's what we call them, they are right in the backyard of this incredibly charming little town. And I see that they have really decorated the town so nicely here for Christmas. That looks so cute. And there are flags. The Danish flag is proudly raised also. I love to see that. And Ebeltoft has some really charming and unique little stores. Lots of ceramic stores and clothing stores. And they have so much jewelry and funny little ceramic ornaments and Christmas decorations. Very unique and all handcrafted, of course. So, very tempting to buy a lot in here. It's almost like going on a little art exhibition just to visit these stores. Every single piece is just so unique and handmade. There is not a single one of these pieces that are exactly the same. They truly are little pieces of art. I would sure love to have one of these pieces in my home. I could just buy the whole store. All these little creatures are just adorable. And here's a sign. It says Julehygge. Christmas coziness is what I can translate it into. It's not completely what it says, but let's go in and see what's in here. Very nice. And they are serving gløgg and æbleskiver. That is a very Danish tradition that we drink gløgg. Gløgg is a drink made of red wine and different spices and different like raisins and almonds. So comment me down below if you have ever tasted gløgg and æbleskiver. It is something that we traditionally eat a lot of here in Denmark in the month of December. And here is a small glass factory. They and store, they are making glass sculptures, glass vases, all kinds of things in glass. And it's like an open workshop actually. You can come in and see how they make their glass in here. Very beautiful. Also just like a small art exhibition to walk around here and look at all the beautiful glass, all the beautiful colors of glass. And here it says God Jul, which means Merry Christmas. So let's walk out again because we have so much more to look at and explore in Ebeltoft. I just love the charm of these little colorful houses and the cobbled streets. There's such a nice vibe in this town. Friendly people and lots of very interesting little stores. Just look at those beautiful Christmas decorations in every store. It really brings you in the Christmas spirit. They've done it so well. It's really, really amazing. And we will just cross the street here of the shopping street. And here you can see how close we actually are to the sea. And just look at all these little old houses. I think that many of them are actually built all the way back in the 17th to 18th century. Ebeltoft received its market town rights way back in 1301, and today it embraces both the old and the new. And this is reflected in a rich cultural and commercial life, which offers everything from good food experiences for the whole family with locally produced groceries, exciting shopping opportunities, and good grocery stores. And beautifully located by the bay, which we will not see today, is the Glass Museum. of Ebeltoft, which is an international museum of modern glass art. And here's an interesting store with a lot of interior decorating stuff, things for the home. Very interesting. I am moving soon, so I will go in there and have a look. I think there's a sale in here also. How convenient for me. That's really nice. And there's a little backyard here too. And here in the backyard there's another door and a clothing department, or a little side store with clothes. Yeah, very nice. And here we have Molsbolsja. It means Mols candy, not chewy candy, but hard candy. I think that's what you call it. Bolsja in English. I'm not sure. But here we see all the handmade. They are made in the store. All of these delicious, or maybe in the back of the store, all these beautiful and colorful bolsja. Yeah, little bolsja, hard candy. So many nice Christmas gift ideas here. It's a great place to go shopping for Christmas gifts. And look at these little guards here. Also a very common symbol for Denmark, for a little souvenir to take home with you. And all the iconic little colorful houses in ceramics. So much ceramics to be found in Ebeltoft. So if you are a fan of ceramics, I can definitely recommend you to come here. And colorful cups. Everything here is so colorful. And here are some designs by Bjørn Winblad, a very famous designer, which makes these funny little vases and cups and plates with little faces on them. These designs were especially very popular in the 60s and 70s, and they have really revived this designer. Has really become so popular again. They are really decorative and fun. These porcelain pieces. And some nice Christmas cards. A little bookstore. And what do we have here? Oh, so here's a little Christmas market. They do have a little Christmas market because of the month we're in, so it's always very nice to go and explore. And what do they sell here? Some jewelry and little ceramic Christmas trees. That's very pretty. And what is this? So creative, so much handmade stuff to be found here.
Har den så været både i amerikanske og franske egetræsfade.
So here, centrally located in the city, we will find the old town hall. The beautiful half-timbered town hall was built in 1789 and is one of Ebeltoft's many tourist attractions. The building is now affiliated with Museum Østjylland, East Jutland, and it has an exhibition on 2 floors. And it's also a very popular place to get married if you are thinking about that. And luckily today it is free to come in and see the old town hall and the exhibition in here. So it's always nice to come inside and get a little warm again and explore this old building with all its history. And we also see all the royal, the line of kings and queens here. In the, I guess this is the mayor's office. And here are some pictures of happy couples that have just gotten married. They get their own little spot on the wall. I wonder if I'll ever hang there one day. Maybe. You never know. And here is I think this must be where one kept the criminals. It was a little prison down here, a dungeon, or whatever you call it. It's a little bit intimidating, but I think I will dare to walk down these little stairs here and have a look inside. It's a little bit creepy here, so I think I'll just get up again really quickly. And what is this? Looks like some torture equipment or something. It doesn't look very nice, does it?
Men en dag tager mørke skyer over himlen, og havet bragte skibe med kanoner og med våben. Læge, hiv og slidbiler. Der røgnede lakser og alt forandret.
And you can go around here quietly and just read a lot about the history of the town and just sense the past and hear all the stories about Ebeltoft in the olden days.
Og flyttede ud for mine mure. En ny havn tog form,
So let us move on again and go outside. And here's another very nice little restaurant. It's nice to see. Just to have a little look inside. Maybe it's a place that I will go and eat in there another time. Also looks very historical and cute in here. So let's walk up again, and here's another interesting store. Oh my goodness. Once I've moved, I must come back here and buy some more beautiful things for my apartment. So pretty, all of these. Porcelain, ceramics. Very creative. Candlelight holders. And nice socks there. That will make a good Christmas present. Many Christmas socks. And here you can see that we can get some very traditional Danish dishes. Brød, smørbrød, rullepølse. Yeah, that's quite expensive for smørbrød, for one piece of smørbrød. But I think it's probably worth it after all. And we decided actually to go into Støvlen. A very nice little restaurant with so much history. And it has been originally a shoemaker store. But in Danish we call it en skomager, a shoemaker and store. Yeah. So here we can see the shoe models that the old shoemaker used to use in here. It's quite a big restaurant compared to many of the others. Very small restaurants in the town. So let's go inside and find a seat. Luckily, they do have a table. They really preserved all these little beautiful buildings so well, and also kept the charm of the olden days and the history of the buildings. I really like that and appreciate that. So we will try this restaurant, Støvlen. So here is our lunch. I am having what they call a stjerneskud, a shooting star. It is a fish fillet here, and some cod and some shrimps and some really good dressing here also, and some salmon salad. Very good and delicious. But that burger there also looks really good. So it's a great restaurant. I can really recommend it. But they have also a lot of other good restaurants in this town. that I have not explored yet, so I don't know if this is the best one. But before we go home completely, I will just show you shortly Fregatten Jylland. It is a more than 160-year-old wooden ship where you can experience the whisper of history up close. Each deck on the ship conveys a time period in the history of the Fregatten Jylland, from the Royal Salon as it looked on the voyage to Iceland in 1874 to the flag deck where the crew of 437 sailors worked. So we will come back maybe in the summer and go inside the ship and see the museum. But for now, we are just driving home. But now I just spotted a little beautiful nature spot here too, with a great view of our home in Aarhus. Just like to go out and just listen to the waves. The beautiful and calmful waves. And of course, in the summer, there are many people out here just enjoying the beaches all around Djursland. They have so many great beaches. So the sun is setting fast, so let's just drive home and enjoy the view from the car. There's one of the many little churches that are all over Denmark. These little white churches with red roofs. So, I am now back again, and I just wanted to show you that I bought myself a little souvenir from Ebeltoft. It's in this bag. I actually bought it in the old city hall. It is this little book here, Old Stories from Denmark. In Danish, these are actually called Historier. And these are actually little funny stories, little jokes about the people that live on Mols, Djursland. I suppose that once upon a time, people around Denmark thought of people on Mols as not very clever. Maybe they didn't go to school or have an education. They were just farmers. So maybe they weren't too smart, or that was what people thought. So these are kind of funny stories about jokes about these people. There are also Aarhus Historia, jokes about people in Aarhus. So people in Denmark like to make fun of each other from all the different regions in Denmark. So I think that it will be fun to read you some of these stories in another video one day. There are also some really funny and beautiful little colorful illustrations in here. So a lot to explore. They are written in English. You could, I bought it in English. You could also buy it in Danish, but I decided to buy the book in English so that my foreign audience would also be able to understand what I read here. So let's do that in another video very soon. So I want to wish you a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful sleep, and I'll see you again in my next video very soon. Goodbye.